there are cars. And then there are memories disguised as machines. Some vehicles are built to move people from one place to another, but some cars carry entire lifetimes inside them. They hold heartbreak, victory, youth, regret, dreams, and sometimes they become the last remaining proof that someone truly lived. This is the story of a 1966 ruby red Pontiac GTO, a car forgotten by time, abandoned beneath decades of dust, left to rust silently in the darkness. But before the cracked paint, before the collapsing headliner, before the rust swallowed its frame, this GTO was alive. And for one man, it was everything. Music slowly builds. The year was 1966. America was loud. Factories thundered day and night. Rock and roll poured from every diner jukebox. Gas was cheap. The highway stretched forever. And horsepower had become a language all its own. Pontiac understood that language better than anyone. When the GTO arrived, it didn't just enter the muscle car era, it ignited it. And somewhere in a small Midwestern town, a 19-year-old kid named Tommy Walker walked into a Pontiac dealership with grease under his fingernails and impossible dreams in his head. Tommy wasn't rich, far from it. His father worked long shifts at a steel mill. His mother stitched clothes late into the night just to keep food on the table. But Tommy had one obsession: cars. Not just driving them, understanding them, feeling them, listening to the rhythm of an engine the way musicians hear melodies. Every afternoon after school, he worked at a local repair shop, sweeping floors, changing oil, cleaning tools, anything to save money. And for nearly 3 years, he saved every dollar he could. Then one cold October morning, he saw it. Parked under the dealership lights, ruby red, black interior, chrome gleaming like liquid silver, a brand new 1966 Pontiac GTO. The moment Tommy heard that V8 engine fire to life, everything changed. It wasn't just loud, it was alive. The vibration shook his chest. The exhaust note echoed through the entire parking lot, and in that moment, that car stopped being metal. It became freedom. Pause soft engine idle sound. Tommy bought the car 3 weeks later. Not because he could afford it, because he couldn't stop thinking about it. He signed papers with trembling hands, and when the salesman handed him the keys, Tommy stared at them for nearly 10 seconds before speaking. Because deep down, he knew his life would never be the same again. That night, he drove for hours. No destination, no map, just open roads, streetlights, and the sound of the GTO roaring into the darkness. People stared when he passed. Kids pointed from sidewalks. Gas station attendants walked outside just to watch him leave. That ruby red paint glowed under every neon sign in town, and for the first time in his life, Tommy felt seen. But the GTO gave him more than confidence. It gave him love. Music softens. Her name was Eleanor. Tommy met her at a drive-in theater during the summer of 1967. She wore a cream-colored sweater, had dark curled hair, and laughed with her whole heart. When Tommy pulled into the parking lot in the GTO, every guy there noticed the car. But Eleanor noticed Tommy. That night, they sat on the hood beneath the stars, long after the movie ended, talking about life, dreams, music, the future. And before sunrise, Tommy drove her home with the windows down while old rock songs crackled through the radio. That became their ritual. Late-night drives, empty highways, gas station coffee, hands intertwined across the center console. The GTO became part of their story. Years later, Eleanor would say she fell in love with Tommy somewhere between second gear and midnight. Music becomes warm and nostalgic. By 1970, they were married. Money was tight, always tight. Tommy worked endless shifts repairing engines. Eleanor waitressed during weekends. Sometimes they argued about bills. Sometimes they worried about losing everything. But no matter how difficult life became, the GTO remained. Tommy protected that car like family. Every Sunday morning, he washed it by hand, waxed every panel, polished every chrome surface, adjusted the carburetor with surgical precision. When their first son was born, Tommy drove him home from the hospital in the GTO. When their daughter learned to walk, she held on to the chrome bumper for balance. Every family memory somehow involved that car. Summer road trips, birthday photos, holiday drives, small-town parades, rainstorms, arguments, laughter. The GTO saw everything. But time changes all things, even legends. Music darkens slightly. By the late 1970s, America had changed. Fuel prices exploded, muscle cars disappeared, insurance costs climbed, factories closed, dreams got smaller. The world no longer had room for roaring V8 engines. People traded horsepower for P, but Tommy refused. Even as rust began creeping beneath the quarter panels, even as paint started fading under years of sunlight, even as repair costs mounted, he kept the GTO alive, because selling it would feel like erasing part of himself. Then came the winter of 1984. The steel mill closed. Tommy's father passed away. Medical bills piled up, and suddenly, reality hit harder than ever before. One evening, Eleanor found Tommy sitting alone in the garage, the engine off, hands resting on the steering wheel. He didn't speak for several minutes. Then, quietly, he said something she would never forget. "Every good thing in my life started with this car." Long pause. A week later, the GTO disappeared. Tommy sold it, not because he wanted to, because he believed he had no choice. The buyer arrived with cash in hand, a stranger from 2 towns over. Tommy watched the ruby red Pontiac disappear down the road until the taillights vanished completely. And according to Eleanor, that was the only time she ever saw him cry. Music fades into silence. Years passed. The world kept moving. Tommy got older. His hair turned gray. His hands stiffened from decades of labor. But every single time a classic muscle car drove past, he stopped and looked. Every time. Sometimes he'd smile. Sometimes he'd go quiet. But Eleanor always knew what he was thinking about. The GTO. Then, one autumn afternoon in 2009, everything changed again. Tommy's son Michael came home carrying a faded photograph. The image showed a rust-covered 1966 Pontiac GTO sitting inside an abandoned barn nearly 2 states away. Ruby red. Or at least, what remained of it. Michael looked at his father and asked one question. "Do you think this could be yours?" Tommy stared at the photo silently. Then, his hands began trembling, because on the driver's side fender, barely visible beneath decades of rust, was a tiny scratch. A scratch Tommy made himself in 1968 while replacing the antenna. After 25 years, he had found his car. Music slowly swells. The next morning, they drove 8 hours to see it. The barn sat isolated behind overgrown trees. The roof partially collapsed, dust thick in the air. And there it was. The GTO. Forgotten, broken, covered in rust. The tires had rotted into the dirt. The windows were clouded white. The headliner hung in torn strips from the roof. Mice had nested inside the seats. The once beautiful ruby red paint had faded into dull, cracked scars. Most people would have seen garbage. Tommy saw his life. He walked toward the car, slowly, almost carefully, like approaching an old friend after decades apart. Then he placed his hand against the hood, and for a moment, the years disappeared. You could see it in his eyes. The drive-in theater, the late-night highways, the wedding, The children, the laughter, the dreams. All of it came rushing back through cold, rusted steel. Michael asked him, quietly, "Can it be saved?" Tommy looked at the GTO for a very long time. Then he answered, "Anything can be saved if it matters enough." Music becomes hopeful. The restoration began the following week, and it was brutal. Years of corrosion had eaten through the floor pans. The chassis rails were weak. The fuel lines were destroyed. The engine barely turned. Every bolt fought back. Every panel revealed more damage underneath. But Tommy refused to quit. Day after day, night after night, the garage lights stayed on. Grinding, welding, cutting, sanding, painting, rebuilding. The sound of tools filled the workshop like music. Rust disappeared beneath wire wheels. Fresh steel replaced rotted sections. New life slowly emerged from decades of decay. And, for the first time in years, Tommy smiled again. The restoration changed him. It gave him purpose, energy, hope. Neighbors stopped by just to watch. Friends offered help. People who hadn't seen Tommy happy in years suddenly saw something return to him. Piece by piece, the GTO came back to life. Then finally, after nearly 2 years of work, the day arrived. Music cuts quiet. The engines start. Tommy sat behind the wheel, hands shaking slightly. Michael stood nearby with a camera. Eleanor watched from the garage doorway. The key turned. Silence. One crank. Two. Then suddenly, the 389 V8 exploded to life. The entire garage shook. Dust fell from ceiling beams. Deep, thunderous exhaust echoed through the neighborhood. And Tommy just closed his eyes. Because, after all those years, he heard his youth again. Long, emotional pause. That sound wasn't just an engine. It was memory. It was identity. It was love. It was survival. The GTO wasn't merely restored. Part of Tommy had been restored with it. Music climaxes. A month later, Tommy drove the Pontiac to a local car show. Hundreds of people surrounded the ruby red GTO. Cameras flashed. Children pointed. Older men smiled knowingly. But Tommy didn't care about trophies. He cared about one thing: driving. So later that evening, as the sun disappeared beneath the horizon, Tommy and Eleanor climbed back into the GTO together, just like they had decades earlier. Windows down, warm air, empty roads, engine rumbling softly beneath them. And somewhere between second gear and sunset, they found themselves young again. Music slowly softens. Tommy passed away 3 years later, peacefully, at home. But the GTO remained. Today, Michael still owns the
Like the video, hit subscribe, leave a comment and share this video. We will be back with next part of this video. Take care, bye!